Hello Civ fans, and welcome into a part 0 video for our Nubia One More Marathon series. These are just little intro videos to help you get to know the Civ a little bit better and tell you about the game setup that we are working on. So today we're talking about Nubia, Amanitore, as it were. Kandake of Mayor. Close enough. 20% extra production towards all districts, which goes up to 40% production if there is a Nubian pyramid adjacent to the city center. This is a very powerful ability, although one that is a bit hard to quantify or necessarily feel the effect of. If you can get this up to 40%, that is a massive amount of production towards your districts. And in every single game of Civ, you're building districts. I don't care what you're trying to do with your game, you will need some kind of district to do it. And so this ability is good and applies to every single type of game that you try to play in Civ. So while it might not be as fun as some other abilities that give you glorious yields or discounts on this or a unique building or blah, 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 this is actually a very, very powerful ability, and you should not underestimate it. It makes her particularly good at going for like space race victories, assuming you're building your spaceports and not buying your spaceports with faith or gold. So a very, very powerful ability, one that's really nice to have, can kind of help get you caught up on deity, maybe a little bit quicker than other cities. Pairs well with Merchant Republic rather. So that you get an extra bonus on top of that, 20 to 40% depending. So a very cool ability. She's good at building districts. That is a very powerful ability in Civ 6. We have Pitati, which is 30% production towards range units. I wish we had mage units in Civ 6. That'd be sweet. Ranged units gain 50% combat experience. Mines over strategic resources give you extra production. Mines over bonus and luxury resources give you extra gold. This is quite good, and also comes with the underlying and not stated part of she has a mines bias, which can be quite good if you're looking for iron, or if you're just honestly like a copper mine earlier on, can really help pay for your Nubian your potato archers, Pitati archers, or Pitati archers, as it were. However you want to mispronounce your archers is fine with me. But so this is nice. This has been recently nerfed. It used to be 50% production towards ranged units. It's only 30 now. It's fine. You don't have to blanket the world in your archers, but getting a few of them early is quite nice. She has the interesting conundrum of like, she's one of the very few civs, and I mentioned this in the video, that like you can go scout builder and feel justified in doing so. You have to have the resources so that you can actually improve 3 tiles, but getting towards craftsmanship and that part of the early civics tree to get in Agogi for another 50% extra production towards your range units could certainly be a thing. Your archers are fairly strong early and have 3 movement, so your extra scouting on them is quite important as well. And then don't underestimate the extra production from mines, and frankly the extra gold from mines. Again, these cost maintenance, and so you need to find some way to pay for your early archers. And if that is as easy as like an early copper mine, or even like an early, I don't know, whatever else mine, getting you some extra gold, it can be quite nice. Then she has a unique archer, which is one of the earliest and best units in the game as far as early stuff goes. This is stronger than the archer and has extra movement. And it's really that extra movement that sets it apart. You can really manipulate the battlefield. You can use these strategically to like move twice and shoot stuff. It makes it very easy to like wamboozle barbarians who are just going to sort of blindly chase you, and you have that little bit of extra movement to kind of move and shoot and get away from them and stuff like that. These are also strong enough to take down a city-state even with walls early, like even on deity when they get walls and stuff. Spam out 4, 5, 6, 10 of these, whatever you want to do, and you'll probably be able to take it over at least a city-state, if not a full opponent early on deity. This remains to be a very, very strong strategy and strong thing to do early on in the game. Then we have our Nubian pyramid, which we already said gives us up to 40% extra production towards districts, which is quite powerful. It has to be built in desert, which is not ideal because that also means she comes with a slight desert spawn bias, which not the most ideal thing, but not the worst in the world either. Has to be built on desert hills, or floodplains, 2 faith and 2 food. This has recently been buffed, and I like its buff for a lot of reasons. This is never going to be like the greatest tile in the world, but if you're putting it right next to your city center and you've got effectively like a 3 food, 2 faith tile, that's a fine first tile if you're kind of looking for growth and you have something to do with the faith. It only gets better from there as it can get additional yields based on the districts that are next to it. And you get an extra food if adjacent to a city center. So you can have like a decent food tile to start off your new cities and then also give them extra production towards districts and things like that. It creates a bit of an awkward conundrum with optimizing district adjacency, because you're effectively using this as district adjacency, and the downside with that is you can't double your yields from the pyramid with policy cards, versus if you make your campus 1 science better, you can double that and make it 2 science better with policy cards. So it's a cool unit. It's not maybe as strong or as powerful as some of the other ones in the game, but I find it useful. It's gotten the appropriate buffs that it needs, that you kind of want to target cities that can get this, and particularly get it next to the city center for the 40% production towards districts. So overall, a very powerful kit for Nubia. She's got strong early game, frankly strong mid and late game with the district production, and some other cute things that she can work on as well. We set up our game on a lakes map with barbarian clans, heroes and legends, and secret societies, as well as dry, so that we can make sure we have plenty of desert. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gives you something to look towards or target with Nubia. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.